A few updates ago, Wizard101 introduced level locking, which means exactly what it means, locking your level. Now over the span of a month or two, I've beaten Wizard City, Crocotopia, and Marleybone. So if you want to see how that went, or how we got here, I recommend watching those first to get an idea. The penalties of being level 1 is that you don't get access to more health, gear, spells, and a plethora of events. Also, while I was checking in on the game, some bastard made houses available only for level 2 and up. So needless to say, level 1s don't really get much of anything. It's kinda like getting the WoW free-to-play experience. There's just so many restrictions. One of the major improvements I decided to get for my level 1 character is a Decathlon deck. It's essentially an overpowered starter deck at a small drawback. Normally, a deck has a main deck space and a treasure card space. However, a Decathlon deck only has treasure card space, meaning any spells you learn can't be put into this deck, because it has no main deck space. The benefits, however, are you get access to some health and other stats, but more importantly though, those sweet egg whites. Now you might ask, but Hunter, don't you want to put in any spells that you've learned? You see this shit? Does it look like I have any spells I want to put in here? All of them are shit. They're terrible. They're bad. Anyways, in order to get the Decathlon deck, you gotta participate in the Decathlon. The Decathlon is a gauntlet-style tower where you have to take down multiple waves of enemies at a low amount of health. So everything is fair or unfair, however you want to look at it. But uh-oh, some asshole decided level 1s can't enter the yellow-colored Dimension nightclub. Fuck. However, they do take level 16s. It must not have been suitable for a younger audience. That's probably why. For this Decathlon, this deck doesn't boost our damage since I'm Storm, but it does give 1 pip and some health. So that's all that matters, since it's a lot better than our starter deck. Mushu is a bamboo-covered nightmare where a sleeping empress lays. 4 sleep paralysis demons, each concealing their true wicked nature, currently subdue her. To recap, we finished our education at Wizard City, got a bunch of dogs their drug empire, helped out the drug empire's economic problems, and my next step of the journey was to enter Mushu and train under the guise of watchful samurais. I learned the various warrior styles such as going first and wax on, fuck off. However, beyond anything else, I needed to rescue a sleeping beauty, because like any good warrior out there, we can't end up maidenless. To complete the majority of Mushu, you just need to know 1 spell, and that's all it takes. It's called Insane Bolt. There's no manual for getting struck by lightning, you just use it. My first task to prove I was good enough to obtain a fair maiden was to engage in a feats of strength contest, by destroying one of their samurai apprentices with my heavenly bolts. And it's just that simple. After being inducted into becoming an honorary helper to the helpless, in order to find the first demon, I needed to visit the hamster zoo. I helped out the zookeeper for the time being. I did tasks such as wrangling up sheep.
Humble that they are.
What the fuck do you mean you're free? You're always free to go. Collecting boxes on the side of the road, and obliterating some poachers. Okay, let me see what I got. We got some Tempest. We can start using some Tempest, guys. So, I think one of the problems with this, with using Tempest, is the fact is they can just shield with the storm shields. But, if I spam this, it wouldn't do as much damage either. Okay, let me do this. God damn it. Fucking pig rolls. From last time, I also learned a new spell from a quest called Lame Ass Bolt. Okay, old man, what do I get? Holy shit, wild bolt! It doesn't really do much at all. It's more like a static shock when you rub your bare naked feet together against a rug and touch something. So far, for the most part, almost every street mob is just gonna die from Insane Bolt because it's just that fast, quick, simple, and easy, like from an infomercial. Going back to Farmer John and his animals, my next task was to slaughter some pigs for bacon. The next loco I helped was a woodsman who wanted me to commit arson because there was too much bamboo. After completing his dirty deeds, such as eliminating his business competitors, he told me where I could find the demon I sought. Inside to what I thought was an old, fallen, broken down house was actually more bamboo. I destroyed some muscular boys because they were all brawn and no brains, and of no help to me. I found a lost animal by the name of Rikugen Mikawala, and was told I would find the demon inside this dilapidated coward's hidey hole. Now, unlike previous enemies I've encountered before, this time I couldn't just insane bolt everything to death. Well, you can, but that's not the point. They have a lot more health now. I found no demons, just more pigs that wanted to die. But suddenly, upon their defeat, the demon showed itself. That's 3 of them? Oh, God. There's 2 pork boys and then their dad. So you might ask, how do we take down this boss without Insane Bolt? Because it doesn't one-shot them. I didn't say we wouldn't use Insane Bolt. We just have to charge it up by buffing it. Through the generic power of anime and friendship, I had to remember a valuable lesson I learned before. If you're not gonna gamble, you're not gonna win 100%. If you don't gamble, you just get 0%. Armed with that knowledge, I sent the demon back where it belonged, and received an expensive sword I can't equip because wizards only use sticks and twigs, not steel or iron bars. I had proven my worth for a maiden, but now I had to prove I was worthy for a council with the sleeping maiden. My next Herculean endeavor was to infiltrate the one-man village known as Shoshin. He told me I would need to collect the jade stick and then whack the second demon's head with it. I also collected various other ingredients such as random flowers and diseased mushrooms. I don't want to cross these guys. They're on all fours and they look like they're ready to mate. After collecting everything for his art project, I helped out the homeless citizens of Mushu because when their ruler falls asleep, the economy also falls asleep. Do you exercise? Yeah, of course I exercise. I walk around the office. And I get in and out of my car. When I was done, they pointed me to their polluted temple known as the village landfill. I purified all the humidifiers and perpetrators within the temple to clear out the dirty air. The criminal mastermind behind the filth was none other than Yoshi, the short-nosed pig. Immediately after his downfall, he anamorphed into a demon, the pollution demon. It's kind of like a parent and their 2 little children. I took care of the pollution demon, and the last location I visited was the Valley of Death. In order to get stronger, I must beat to death those who have already fallen, to turn undead into just dead. Also, I have to get out of this bamboo hellhole. Luckily, I found a guide and also more bamboo. Through training and helping out the ghost villagers, I had better control over my insane bolt trajectory. I had become confident in my abilities. My samurai guide then pointed me to enter the ancient burial grounds, where I would dig up new graves for my future enemies. Here, I also had to learn ancient words of wisdom called Mantra 2 off of cardboard slabs. Several of the dead impeded my progress, so I had to take care of them to get back to reading Mantra 3, the anticipated sequel to Mantra 2. The land of the dead was also a cursed land, as it put a spell on me called Get Fucked by Insane Bolt. Eventually, I was able to overcome these demons because although I can get struck by lightning many times over and over, I can't die. They can, however. My next to last stop was confronting the Demon of Death. I entered the portal to the metaverse and was plunged into a scary future, one that resembled purgatory, and one that had no Wi-Fi connection to the outside world. To set things right and make the dead stay dead, I knew Insane Bolt wasn't enough to take down this behemoth that personifies death. I used my legendary Purple Smurf, which still wasn't enough. So I cast it to drown in 1,000 storms as my last attack. To my expectations, it worked. I sealed the demon in this metaverse forever. The 3 horse elephant demon men of the apocalypse had now been taken down. All that was left was for the 4th one to show itself and get its ass beat. I sold all the useless armor I've obtained and prepared for the final showdown by buying Alex treasure cards at rip-off prices. Popular, for one thing. There he is, their Sleeping Beauty. We gotta wake his ass up. Get up, old man.
Fool, do you think I would give up this shell so
Holy shit, it's a green elephant.
like the other Oni? You have woken me only to make me stronger.
We gotta kill him
Is mine.
to wake up Sleeping Beauty, who somehow miraculously disappeared. Froggies, can you decipher what the leprechaun is saying? I think we're good to go, guys, right? I think we're good to go. Oh, I don't have my muscular boy. What the fuck? Damn it. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna Triton his ass. Then there's Diablo Immortal, a paywall hidden by a paywall by a paywall. Yeah, there's tons of microtransactions nowadays. I actually went to the Blizzard headquarters once on a high school field trip for our video game design class. We actually went there. We saw the ins and the outs, and there was like a room, a secret cow level room. But it was more of like a meeting room.
With the jade
We did it!
gone, the Emperor returns
You
to his
restored
former
Sleeping
self.
Beauty!
He honors you.
So I'm curious.
I caught up to
So the Jade Champion is supposed to be the guardian to the Emperor, right? Why the fuck didn't he do anything?
Sir Ambrose shakes his head sadly as you relate what has happened on Mushu.
Sadly? What the fuck do you mean? I saved it. What do you mean sadly? So with that, can you beat Mushu at level 1? Yes. Will I do this again? No. Anyways, subscribing is just a click away, and if you'd like to come join our Discord community, we're pretty chill and have our own Minecraft server. Other than that, I hope you take care, and I'll see you guys.